In the spirit of coming out of hiding, I am making this video to talk about hiding. So, first of all, I want to preface to say that starting a business is an incredible personal journey to evolution. It's no joke, because if you go to start a business and there's any undealt with repressed things, they're going to come up, because the person that you need to be to run this business has to deal with these things and integrate these things so that they can become the medicine and the message for the people that are your audience and that are your potential clients. So, if you want to experience an incredible realm of growth, start a business. If you've already started a business and you have found it to be difficult in some way or another, you feel that you have plateaued or reached an obstacle or created some kind of limitation for yourself, then this video is for you, mostly. So, I want to talk about some of the ways that this can show up for us. First of all, it can show up as inauthenticity, right? We're starting a business, we have these strategies that we're told that we can use, like, here are the steps to create a whatever. Sometimes it's attracted to a 6, 7 figure, some kind of number, some kind of metric of success, okay? So the way that we can remedy any sort of inauthenticity in our business startup, because you can try it, you can do those methods and see if they work for you. I've never met anyone that has tried a method that was someone else's work for them particularly, so that's why I think it's absolutely so important to come back to the intuition, come back to that internal guidance space, so that we're not just fueling and funneling our business and our unique raw creation through some kind of system that isn't unique to our essence, So, inauthenticity. The medicine for that is to discover the essence of your brand, the core values of your brand. When you discover the core values of your brand, then you can discover what it is that feels most real for you to go to as a next step. And you're not pitting yourself against some idea of failure, some idea of someone else's success, but it's your success. So you're finding that authenticity by discovering what it is that you're creating this brand for. Why is it meaningful to you? How does your story connect to what it is that you want to share with other people? That will keep you out of the inauthenticity. The second thing that I want to talk to is the hiding part that I sort of began this video on. And that can come up, some people call it imposter syndrome, that can trigger it. It's basically fear, right? It's like, oh no, is it actually okay for me to come out and say this? Because I'm not really sure, and then that self-doubt that we're experiencing internally, of course, other people experience it, right? And then it's just that we're like, start to shrink a little, or not say what we really want to say, or we're doing okay in our business, but we're not really taking it to the next level, but there's something that we're not saying that's keeping us from taking it to that next level. So, hiding, the medicine for that is speaking your truth. And speaking your truth will free you from all of the dead ends that you are experiencing in your business as an entrepreneur. So, the next thing that I want to talk about is consistency. Some level of consistency. And this for me is like an accumulation of, coming out of hiding and speaking your truth and determining those pillars and those values of your brand. Then you can discover and decide and commit to the level of which you want to show up for your people. How you want to show up, how often you want to show up, what's your chosen platform, what brings you joy, what lights you up, how do you want to convey your message, and put that on some kind of regularity. It doesn't need to be every single day. It doesn't need to be 5-7 days a week. It's more about quality than quantity, right? But you're just setting up a regularity where people say, oh, I know she posts every Monday, or I know she makes a video about this every once in a while, and I want to tune in. And then that turns into people being interested in what you're offering because you're already bringing value to the table because you've come out of hiding. You know, you've learned how to speak your truth, you've discovered the values of your brand, you've learned how to communicate it, you are continuing to learn how to communicate it as you step more forward in your brand. And this is important, right? As someone that is committing to coming out of hiding in her own brand and her own business as an entrepreneur, I can then talk about how that can be done across the board for you and for others. And so the same goes for whatever your brand and your mission is. You know, whatever degree that we're not showing up, that we're withdrawn some way or not fully expressed, that gift, those words, that video, that image, that piece of writing that you could have done doesn't get out there, and then people don't get that impact. They don't feel the value of what you have to offer. You know, so really this is an invitation to step forward, speak your truth, identify the pillars and the values of your brand, discover your mission through your personal story, and share it.